Hi, thanks for joining me for this overview of Efficiency Vermont's flood recovery rebates. These rebates were launched after the devastating summer floods of 2023 and can now be used to help with 2024 flooding as well. I'm Matthew Smith, Efficiency Vermont's Public Relations Manager, and I'll guide you through this overview and help you take the next steps toward using these rebates. We'll start by talking about how the support Efficiency Vermont offers fits into the overall flood recovery process. We'll look at flood rebates for homeowners and renters. We'll look at a few rebates unrelated to floods that can be helpful to combine with the flood programs. Then we'll look at flood recovery offers for rental property owners and businesses. A quick disclaimer, this information is up to date as of the end of 2024. Programs always change, and Efficiency Vermont's website has the latest information and updates that you'll need. So even after this overview, visit efficiencyvermont.com and click on the rebates button to see the most up-to-date offers. Efficiency Vermont rebates are just one part of flood recovery, and it usually comes after you've exhausted other resources. So step one, talk to your homeowner's insurance, your renter's insurance, or any other insurance that covers your property and any flood damage. If applicable, FEMA support and rewards should come next. It's important to have any FEMA claim information on hand in the next steps in the process. If eligible, Vermont's weatherization assistance programs can come into play as well. It's worth reaching out to them if you think you could be eligible. Even if you've gotten help from these WAPs in the past, you may qualify for help again. Once these steps are complete, you'll be ready to use Efficiency Vermont's offers. When you contact us, we'll ask about your flood damage and using these other resources. Speaking of contacting us, whether you're just thinking about using these rebates for the first time or you're halfway done with a project, Efficiency Vermont is here to help with technical assistance. Now, there are three ways you can use this kind of assistance. First, you can call or email to get support and program information. The folks on the line for Efficiency Vermont or responding to those emails are a great resource to understand the programs and rebates you may qualify for and for deciding on next steps. Next, you can sign up for a virtual home energy visit. These are a free walkthrough of your home through a video call or a phone call with an Efficiency Vermont energy consultant. They'll offer personalized next steps for your needs and for your home energy goals. And on our website, which has detailed rebate information, as well as partner offers, utility rebates, and much more. We also have a list of Efficiency Vermont's Efficiency Excellence Network contractors that you can find near you to help get your project started. That's through our Find a Pro tool. Before we go into the flood recovery rebates, a quick word on income eligibility. These residential rebates are focused on low or moderate income households, or LMI. And for rental property programs, that includes LMI tenants. Now, LMI levels are calculated each year by the Federal Department of Housing and Urban Development, and Efficiency Vermont's LMI eligibility is based on county, household size, and income. They're updated every year, so even if you were not eligible in the past, you may qualify as LMI now. And just to say it, Efficiency Vermont has many offers for weatherization, heat pumps, and efficient appliances that are available to all Vermonters regardless of income. Many of those offers can usually be combined with the LMI flood rebates that we're going to discuss today. It might help to think about LMI with some examples. Here's a list by county of LMI eligibility as of 2024. Let's look at Washington County. A family of four earning $126,500 a year or less would be eligible for these LMI offers. Counties like Lamoille or Caledonia counties, there, a family of four earning $122,800 or less would be eligible for the LMI offers. A reminder, these rebates cover flooding damage in 2023 and in 2024. So in 2023, Efficiency Vermont launched several flood recovery rebates, and state policymakers put very specific dates for flood damage that those rebates will cover. The July dates on your screen for most of Vermont, and for some days in August for Addison County, but Addison County only. Those rebates are available for those impacted by 2024 flooding, but the dates are open-ended. Any flood damage in 2024 is eligible for these rebates. Now, if you received Efficiency Vermont flood recovery rebates in 2023 and were hit by flooding again in 2024, you can still use these rebates. Replacing equipment a second time and receiving another flood recovery incentive is not considered duplicative funding. You can reapply for rebates for the 2024 flooding up to the amount that brings your combined household rebate for both flood years up to the per household cap. We'll get to those caps in a second, but here's an example to keep in mind. Say a program has a $10,000 per household cap. Any combination of that programming will work. So for example, if you got $4,000 in a rebate in 2023 flooding, that would leave about $6,000 for 2024 flooding. Again, any combination will work, but that per household cap stays the same. Let's look at flood recovery rebates for homeowners and tenants. These are for low or moderate income households impacted by any flooding in 2024. And for 2023 flooding, the rebates are available for those specific July dates and those August dates for Addison County. These are eligible for purchases made after July 10th of 2023. So the first flood rebate on offer, up to $10,000 for appliances and heating systems. This can go toward qualifying energy efficient fossil fuel boilers, furnaces, and water heaters. This can also cover new or replacement heating systems like heat pumps, heat pump water heaters, central wood or pellet boiler stoves, things like that. This can also cover Energy Star certified replacement appliances, things like refrigerators, clothes washers or dryers, and more, and some smaller appliances like dehumidifiers and air purifiers. The rebate is a bit of a buffet. You can pick and choose what you need for your household, but the maximum rebate for all of these systems and appliances is $10,000 per household. The next flood rebate offers up to $9,500 for air sealing and weatherization. This is through Efficiency Vermont's Home Performance with Energy Star program. Because this work requires special training to meet its high standards, it also requires using a contractor in our Efficiency Excellence Network. These home performance contractors provide comprehensive weatherization, air sealing, and insulation, as well as important health and safety measures to address things like moisture, exhaust, and ventilation. If you've received weatherization assistance program services in the past 15 years and your home's air sealing or insulation was damaged by flooding, you can still receive weatherization assistance program services, but you will have to reapply to determine if you're eligible. Another flood program to consider, up to $30,000 in financing to complete a flood-related project. This is through Efficiency Vermont's Home Energy Loan, and the funds can cover upfront costs for equipment, appliances, and weatherization, and other costs related to these projects. The home energy loan lenders will offer up to $30,000 for these flood projects, and low or moderate income households can qualify for 0% interest. There's very low interest available on longer loans for terms up to 15 years. Home energy loans can combine several projects like flood rebates and other projects into a single loan. Up to 50% of the loan can go toward health and safety measures that are common in flood recovery projects. This covers things like remediation and addressing mold, pests, and other issues. It's worth considering a home energy loan to help pay for multiple projects at once and help cover some of those upfront costs. There are a few Efficiency Vermont programs to consider that are not specifically for flood recovery, but these programs and rebates make a lot of sense to consider if you are recovering from a flood. So let's take a look at those. First is our home repair program, launched in October 2024. This offers up to $15,000 for low and moderate income households to make repairs that block weatherization projects. Now, it's important to emphasize these funds are only available if those repairs are needed for a weatherization project. The list of eligible home repair measures is long, but to name just a few common ones, it can cover roof repair, ventilation and ductwork, remediation of things like asbestos, vermiculite, or mold, repairs to your foundation, plumbing systems, siding, or sheathing. Again, the list is long. Now, this offer is available to most Vermonters, but unfortunately, it is not available to customers of Vermont Gas or Burlington Electric. And in the context of flood repair, this program only supports repairs completed on or after October 1st of 2024. The home repair program does not support retroactive repairs prior to that date. Another program to consider as part of the flood recovery is Efficiency Vermont's Home Electric System Upgrade. This will upgrade a low or moderate income home to a 200 amp electric panel if the existing panel is under 200 amps. This helps a home handle modern electricity needs. That includes things like electric appliances like a clothes washer or an induction stove. It can include electric heating systems like a heat pump, or potentially adding a home electric vehicle charger. You can see the difference in this picture. There's the 200 amp panel on the left, and it's just physically bigger than the 100 amp panel on the right. So there's more capacity for electrical appliances and equipment, and more opportunities for you to electrify systems in your home. Low-income households can get 100% of the costs of this panel covered. Moderate-income households can get 90% of those costs back. Any project over $10,000 does require Efficiency Vermont's approval. Now, these upgrades can be complex, so this program covers many of the costs related to an electric panel upgrade. That can include wiring, trenching, and other equipment needs, as well as health and safety needs that go into the home panel upgrade. This offer is available to all customers statewide, all low or moderate income customers, I should say, thanks to partnerships with utilities like Green Mountain Power, Burlington Electric, and Vermont Gas. A heat pump water heater is an example of one of those all-electric appliances that a panel upgrade can support, and Efficiency Vermont has another program for these kinds of water heaters. A heat pump water heater can provide all the hot water you need for your home's kitchen, bathroom, or clothes washing, and they use just a fraction of the energy that a traditional electric or fossil fuel water heater uses. A heat pump water heater can usually cut a home's water heating energy costs by about half. Now, this rebate covers the cost of the new water heater equipment and the installation for the project. It's up to $5,000 for a low-income household and up to $6,000 for a moderate-income household. Any project over $5,000 does need Efficiency Vermont approval, and this one is available statewide in Vermont. Our flood programs can be stacked with these other offers that we've discussed. So a household, for example, could use up to $10,000 for a new heating system and those new appliances, plus another $10,000 for that home electric system upgrade, that's the electric panel, plus another $9,500 for a weatherization project, plus up to $15,000 for a home repair project to complete those projects that block a weatherization. There's another roughly $5,000 for a heat pump water heater. All told, in the big gold circle there, that's up to $49,500 in rebates. And in many cases, stacking those rebates makes them eligible for that home energy loan of up to $30,000. So that's substantial, and it's worth considering what your home needs and if you can combine these rebates together. That's a lot of information. We covered a lot of rebates, a lot of equipment, and a lot of ways to combine them together. Don't worry about keeping all these details in your head. Just reach out to Efficiency Vermont. We have support and advice, and we can help you decide on your next steps. If you're a rental property owner or a business owner, these next slides are for you. Now, a quick review of eligibility for these rental property owner flood rebates. They're based on low or moderate income rent levels, not income. Rental property owners are required to maintain affordable rent levels to use these programs. They cover any flood damage in 2024, and for 2023 flood damage, they have the same restrictions for July and for Addison County, August. Now, similar to some rebates that we discussed earlier, these offers for rental property owners offer up to $10,000 for large and small appliances. There are limits per unit. For heating systems like heat pumps, energy efficient boilers or furnaces, or wood or pellet stoves. There's also up to $10,000 per low or moderate income rental unit for central heating systems like wood pellet boilers or furnaces, or energy efficient gas boilers or furnaces. Now, this is for equipment serving the whole building, and at least 50% of a building must be low or moderate income to apply. There's also up to $4,500 for heat pump water heaters. This rebate offers up to 90% of the cost back, as much as $4,500. There's a maximum of 1 heat pump water heater per unit for a maximum of 4 units. Alternatively, this rebate also offers up to $3,000 for a traditional water heater. That's a traditional gas or traditional electric water heater. Total incentives for both in-unit equipment and central systems are capped at $10,000 per rental unit. And an important note, short-term rentals and seasonal homes do not qualify for this offer. We mentioned that homeowners and tenants can stack some flood rebates with some other Efficiency Vermont programs. It's important to know that for rental property owner programs, these flood offers cannot stack with the other Efficiency Vermont offers. That said, it's worth going into a few other rental property owner offers that are available right now. First, there's that home electric system upgrade, up to $10,000 for a variety of electric metering types. And a reminder, affordable rent level limits will apply. Weatherization, up to $9,500 per low or moderate income unit. For higher income units, it's up to $4,000 per unit. The maximum rebate is 4 units at $38,000. There's also some appliance rebates for rental property owners covering things like clothes dryers and washers, combo units, refrigerators, freezers, and dehumidifiers. And a final resource, free energy consultations for rental property owners to understand how these rebates apply to your units and help you get a better understanding of what rebates and programs would be right for your properties. Let's move on to some business flood recovery rebates. Businesses impacted by floods can use these programs for any flood damage in 2024 and for 2023, any flood damage after July 10th of that year. Flood impacted businesses can now recoup 100% of their costs on eligible equipment up to $16,000. That's up to 4 pieces of equipment for a maximum of $4,000 each. This covers heating, cooling, and water heating systems. It also covers common commercial kitchen equipment needed for refrigeration, dishwashing, and cooking. This rebate can also cover many custom projects, so get in touch about what equipment your business needs to see if it can be used with this rebate. A business that contacts Efficiency Vermont can also sign up for a free energy consultation. You can get professional guidance on ways to save energy for your operation, make a plan for cost-effective projects, learn about rebates and other customized incentives, and get support from Efficiency Vermont as you move forward with your projects. Now that's it for our flood recovery rebate overview. Whether you're a business, rental property owner, or homeowner or tenant, we hopefully have something that can help you with your flood recovery efforts. The best next step to take is to get in touch with Efficiency Vermont. You can call or email to get started. You can sign up for a free virtual home energy visit for an energy walkthrough of your home on a video chat or phone call. And you can sign up for Efficiency Vermont's newsletters to stay in touch and up to date with our offers. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your home energy projects.